Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to Ravenloft, and welcome back to sunny Barovia. Why do I say sunny every time? I don't know. I don't mean it. I'm lying.
How's the weather? It's sunny.
Nope, it is not. A massive hello to these lovely players of mine, and all of you folks over there in chat as well. Phantom and Seb, how you doing? Good to see you. Mac, hello. And Crimson Rockstar, yeah, legend, hello. Good to see everybody in. I hope that you're sitting comfortably, and let us get ready to jump back into Barovia and beyond. Our adventurers are questing through Ravenloft, trying to reinstate the Fey goddesses that were once worshipped in this land, the ladies of the Thanes. They find themselves at the stone circle, which was once the holy site of the Forest Thane before it was desecrated by Strahd as he murdered ravens sacred to the people here and sacred to the Lady of the Forest Thane, and had them baked into pies and fed to the unknowing folks and locals of the valley. And after a year of doing that repeatedly, the holy site was desecrated, and Strahd took the Forest Thane's power for himself, for he is the land. Phantom, haven't even got through my intro. Enough of that nonsense. Thank you. Okay, so as I was like, what's Marin excited about? Then we got chat.
Topic Crimson. We're not even that legendary.
Hey, Tomo, howdy to yourself as well, mate. Okay, so they made their way across the valley, through Vallaki once more, and out to the ruins of the burnt-down windmill that used to be the home of the Bone Grinder Coven, a trio of night hags who created dream pies, which you may now use for much nicer, much friendlier, much more noble means as you help our players get their own back on all kinds of hags and monsters with those dream pies, which are our channel points. Hey, McLeod and Lee, how you doing? Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see somebody. Oh, I forgot that one finished so suddenly. sudden music change. Now, as they approached the stone circle, fully wishing to follow through on the studies they had made in the Amber Temple and how to reconsecrate and discover the location and get themselves the what's it called? The Mist Talisman that they need to travel safely to where the Lady of the Forest Thane is being held prisoner. They were set upon by something else. Last time they were here fighting those night hags, unfortunately, one of their companions, an NPC, the co-owner of the Blue Water Inn in Vallaki, who had joined them because they were on a quest to rescue her son from the hags. One of them was unfortunately killed, and they were left here as the adventurers fled and left the scene. But she has risen again, as when they were in Argynvostholt, they destroyed some revenants, and when revenants are destroyed, their spirits leave the body and look for other corpses to inhabit. And one such corpse that was taken over by these slain revenants was the owner of the Blue Water Inn. And she rose up and fought with one of her brethren at their side against our adventurers, seeking justice and vengeance against all living things, as they do. But it was not to be. Our little Mapak druid is unfortunately unable to be here today, walled them off with their magics, and they wore them down. There was a slight hiccup as Bjorn polymorphed one of them into a rhino by mistake, but
It happens to the best of us.
It wasn't me, it was the sword.
Sword.
But they did manage to defeat the revenants, and as they approached the stone circle to investigate further, they saw strange markings on the stones. Not Fey markings, not Barovian markings, weird pictograms of people and objects and animals. Hieroglyphics to me and you, as we know them to be. As the Lady of the Forest Thane has been stolen away and imprisoned in the domain of dread known as Harakir, a desert place with soaring pyramids and a worshipping of the ancient god kings, and always looking back to their ancestors, always looking back and never thinking of the future, which is primarily what the Lady of the Forest Thane is focused upon. And as they looked at the stones, they also discovered a macabre offering, presumably by the Bone Grinder Coven, a collection of teeth offered to an evil archfey whom they worshipped on the side, when they weren't too busy with Strahd. So, let us return to our adventurers here and back as they approach and seek to reconsecrate this holy site for Mason, who's not actually here. But never mind. The person who's most invested in reconsecrating it.
Oh no, our pack is tired. He's sleeping.
He's fainted from the joy.
I'll be playing Sporlax instead.
Yay.
Oh yeah, this is that like Pokemon thing where like Paris evolves into Parasect, and in the Pokédex, the mushroom gets so big that it starts to like control the animal. That's what's happening.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Oh my god, you're so old! Come on, man, Pokemon!
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I know of it as an intellectual property.
One of my teachers, he found out that we're the same age, and he was just so surprised. And I couldn't tell if it was like, did you expect me to be younger? Do I look much older? Like, what is this surprise for? I couldn't figure out what he was saying because it was all in Japanese. But it's just like, "Urashimo, nanda?" Come on, man, that's not a good reaction.
Behold, a thing we have in common.
Just assume it's the better of those options.
Exactly.
Okay,
Probably was.
so
People are nice.
let's just say a proper hello to you two down here. We just start this conversation. So, Esmeralda, who are you in real life? Who are you playing, and where are they at the moment?
Hello. I am Marin, and I am playing Esmeralda Devonier, the reborn, blazing, stunning Battlemaster. And where am I at right now? I am, well, luckily I didn't know who that person was that I killed, or else I would have been distraught. But since I don't know who she was, I'm just happy that she's dead. Permanently.
And to be fair, she was dead already. It was the Revenant. The Revenant was driven out, and she was laid to rest once more.
I'm pleased to return to a state of deadness from which she should not have been drawn.
That's every time I get an assassination, man. Like, it's like, yeah, I'd have to kill them, but I don't know them, so it's fine. It's my side job. It's my side job.
I see.
Exactly. Doing a job. Yes. No, we're good. We're good.
And not doing his side job today, we hope. Bjorn, who are you in real life? Who are you playing, and where are they at?
Hello, I'm Shez Lens in the chat, and now Shez Lens on our Discord group because I finally figured out how Discord works.
Hooray!
And also all social. Bjorn, Heartborn, Shifter, Werebear, Paladin. He's just like ready to get started. He's just, it's just like every day is something else, like I'm trying to consecrate these lands, and then all of a sudden now we're fighting zombies again. Like, come on, man, get to these lands to consecrate them and such. He's like trying to keep his cool because he's like all like peaceful and woke now, but he's still like, let me get there.
Can we kind of like focus in on Bjorn for a second there, because you are a paladin of the Ladies of the Thanes, but you're very focused on the mountain thing. So
so that's my main thing.
Yeah, what's your relationship with the other two?
It's sort of like in ancient Athens, like Athena's their main god, but they also understand like Athena is one of a pantheon. So it's like I love all the gods, but I have a favorite.
That's it. Okay, so as you all make your way down to the stone circle once more, having defeated these revenants that came charging at you from the burnt-out ruins of the Bone Grinder, you approach, and as you cross... Oh, hang on. Seb, I see Seb doing something. What do they say? Muscle cramp a day, agility the other day. After experimenting with major muscle cramp, Bjorn get extraordinary agility as the pain get away. Advantage. Nice.
Aw.
But it's
Someone
again,
just give me advantage on
Thanks, good.
something?
Back
but
into
it
good graces.
was Seb again, and it was another very specific one. You have
Okay,
advantage on a
on a
dex
dex-
attack roll, or dex saving throw, or dex check.
Do I have any I don't have any. Oh, well, I have bows. Okay, that's a dex attack, yeah.
Saving throw.
Okay,
over.
thanks, man.
Next.
Love to hear it. Love to see it.
Yes, the ladies are a boy band. I love it.
Coming live this summer, Ladies of the Thames, Madison Square Gardens.
Shiz, have you seen the art of the three ladies?
I might have when we first started, but it's been a while. Can I just Google them?
No, you
Ladies
got
of the.
on roll 20. It's right here.
Oh, where? It's not popped up yet. What?
I'm stressing either, actually.
Oh. Hold on, it's popped up on my Twitch, but it's not on my Roll20.
Oh, weird. Hang on. I think I need to.
Let me open up Twitch, I guess.
I guess I need to do it over here. So.
Oh, these are cool ass ladies.
There you go. Roll 20.
Okay, sweet. Even bigger now. Just a little bit bigger now.
Why is this window's busted? Why is this window also busted? What are you doing?
Oh, this
window?
is like. Did Emma do this art?
No. This is from the internets.
Oh wow, well, this is like.
Just
This is like Emma quality art, man. I love this. This is
but
like
thank you for the
tarot
reminder.
cards.
I need to do a couple of things. Sorry, I completely forgot
You
to all
need
of our
to do a couple
shoutouts.
But I love this. Is the Lady of the Mountain Thorns the one with the horns?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Unfortunately, who chat is not getting a proper view of. Sorry, chat. I don't know why it's cut off. I should.
This is like tarot cards. Such my vibe.
Mhm.
I love a tarot deck. I don't know how it works. I don't really
Come on.
know how any of it works.
Taroka, please. Taroka.
I love Taroka. Oh my god. Also Astrologoka. I love that as well. I just don't know how any of that stuff works.
And got you covered.
It's just fun for me. I just love a fun time. My friend gave me a Taroka reading one time, and it's like, maybe Japan's not for you. And I'm just like, well, damn it, man. The cards are never wrong, except frequently.
Psych. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to just take a second here and fix this damn window. Because I don't know why it's so...
Well, you see, the buildings in Japan have to be earthquake-proof, so the windows aren't that good. No insulation whatsoever. In the winter, it's
Very
cold.
true.
If we ignore him, chat, he might go away.
I'll go back to sleep, y'all. I took a nap at 7, awoke at 9:30 in the middle of a REM cycle, so I'm hallucinating, maybe? Is this all a big hallucination?
What even is reality?
Is this the real life? Is this just D&D? Stuck in roll 20.
Okay, it's not perfect. That'll do for now. Sorry, folks.
About to PvP.
There you go. But yes, the Lady of the Mountain Thane should not have been cropped, and maybe it was.
She
maybe
deserves
it was,
more respect than that.
It is the most risque of the three, so maybe it was just being censored.
I love a beefy queen.
She is a beefy queen.
As long as you achieve it through a proper health and nutrition regimen, and you're not hurting your body to achieve it, get those gains.
What he said. Okay, so yes, you are here with the Lady of the Forest Thane on the far left there, also known as the Seeker. Much focused on the future and the reading of Taroka, and the mother of were-raven lycanthropy here in Barovia. So, probably quite sad to see you destroy the reverence that was in the body of one of her previous were-ravens, but never mind.
I mean, I don't know.
Look, all of us come from God, but that doesn't mean we all walk God's path. You know what I mean?
It's full of such wisdom today.
It's the hallucinating.
Ah, I see. Right, so yes, the gains and the antlers. If you make it work, Whack, if you can make it work.
Please, gantlers. Gaintlers.
Bit shoehorned.
Shoehorned.
Jeez. Yes,
You can play that
yes,
game.
Crimson, as you say, a giggly cast indeed. We can't, not a problem with that.
Sleep deprive us for long enough, and we'll all be giggling.
So, as we were saying, we were mentioning the fabulous Emma. So we should do this, shouldn't we? Emma City Art over there on Twitter, folks. Do check them out. They are fantastic. They did our Rime of the Frost Maiden and our Barovia Beyond character art, and have become the official artist of the channel. So you'll see much more in the future. Coming
Someone
soon.
Said Gatelers.
There we go.
Love it.
Coming soon, we will see our
have a
new
good fan base.
summer campaign. We do. They're lovely people. And we'll have the new summer campaign, The High Seas, which those of you who joined us for Out of the Abyss earlier will have learned several interesting things about. And we will be joining that in the very near future. And also, let us say one last thank you before we do jump into this properly, to the fabulous Nathrax 3D minis you can see over there in the corner. They have given all of you wonderful people over there in chat the chance to use this PR code, boop, QuestJunkiesUK, to get yourself 15% off anything over $10 there. Beautiful 3D minis, as I know Mac and some of the rest of you have seen in the Art Discord channel recently. Beautifully painted as well, if you wish them to be so. They have partnered with several designers of 3D minis, some fantastic designs for you to choose from, and they will ship them out to wherever you need them to be gone. Right, okay, you wonderful people, let us return to this proper as we clear up my window here a second. As we head on over here, let's bring this down a little bit here. Now, as you approach the circle once more, you feel almost a tangible kind of substance to the air on the inside of the stones. And as you cross the threshold, the moss and lichen that has built up and covered all of these stones over the decades and centuries falls away, tumbling to the ground, and you are now surrounded by a circle of jet black obelisks. Obsidian, reflective surfaces, reflecting yourselves. And as each of you, Esmeralda, Bjorn, and Edgar, look into these crystalline menhirs, you see glimpses of what might have been. Bjorn, you see yourself, but the armor is much more wicked looking. Spikes and nasty angles to it, and you can see your fangs long protruding from your mouth, and you can see you tearing through the forest, lost to the beast side of yourself.
It looks like when I was a teen, a real edgy goth teen, and I had a sketchbook of like what I would turn into. This is exactly what this looks like. It looks like I shop entirely at Slightly Hot Topic.
And as you arrive on the outskirts of one of the forest folk villages that you often stayed at, the Mapak look around, but not waving friendly to greet you as they would usually in the real world. They start to run in terror as they see this bestial form of yourself arrive on the outskirts of the village and tear into the structures, smashing through delicate bark and wicker walls, grabbing families from their homes, dashing them on cobbles and into the centre of the town as you revel in the slaughter of these pathetic creatures. Esmeralda, you see a sight that is not too difficult to imagine because you've seen it before. You are looking forward, but your memory goes back to the time Strahd stole you away from your friends and whisked you off to the castle, dressing you in Gothic finery and feeding you sumptuous meals, which you barely touched. And in this twisted future that you're looking at in the basalt stone, the reflection comes back of you, not disgusted and waiting for the chance to escape, waiting for the chance for your friends to arrive to get out of this situation as you were before, but reveling in the power, sharing Strahd's throne room dais, 2 sweeping thrones, high-backed, red-velveted, as the minions bow before you. The people of Barovia, subjugated, carrying out your whims, and you, with absolute power over them all. Strahd at your side, and you at his. Edgar sees a vision of his own. He looks terrified. But he's not here, so I'm not going to describe it.
It's like some mushroom shit, you get it.
Yeah, you glimpse over his shoulder, there's just a 60-foot tall Sporlax just like kaijuing across Barovia.
I mean, that's kind of all our greatest fears, if we're being honest.
Oh my god, nothing is said it this way. Utter devastation.
As these visions end, the 3 alternates of you, powerful, larger, more threatening, turn towards you. And as one, all 3 of them in tone, choose. And they beckon you to choose one of them.
Sorry, the reflections beckon us to choose one of them?
Yes. You may discuss it between you.
I don't think we should choose Edgar's.
You should not choose mine.
I just don't want to fight a giant mushroom man. But we're definitely not doing yours, so we should do mine.
I hope, as long as you're not offended by that.
No, fuck it, let's kill me.
I mean, we don't know what this is going to do. But whatever it is, anything that comes close to that future that I saw cannot happen.
Look, do you see the outfit I'm wearing in this reflection? I have to kill this guy. He has terrible taste.
I agree. In the name of fashion.
He's literally so edgy. There's not a single curve on that armor. It's all points.
The eyeliner is a little bit much, I have to agree.
like he's put so much eyeliner, it's going into the beard. It's like he's an Egyptian. He's got coal. Wait, what's Egyptian in this universe?
Literally just as it is. And as I said, these markings on the stones are quite Egyptian.
It's like he's ready to go to an Evanescence concert. It's so sad and edgy.
So
let's get him. Let's get this dork.
The front of fashion cannot be born.
You're choosing Bjorn?
Yes.
For the best reasons.
Time to unhardborn this Bjorn.
You point at the reflection in the obelisk in front of you, Bjorn. And as you do, it starts to stride through the scene within the stone, throwing away the limp carcass of a pack to the side with disgust. And
rude.
Edgar, look away. Pucker his eyes. Must protect.
He has 2 mushrooms in his eyes.
Or his life walks across like an eye mask.
It's like when a cartoon character thinks of money, but he's thinking of mushrooms.
And this huge, beasted out form of Bjorn comes stalking towards. He's hairier than Shez in real life as he comes.
Impossible. Also, how do you know? What have you seen?
As he
How dare you.
Just the mere glimpses we get is enough to know. And it comes stalking towards you through and ripples through the surface of the obsidian, which just ripples like water, like a disturbed pool, as it steps through, growling at you. And I think we should bring you over to the stone circle.
Time for roll 20.
Woo.
Yes, indeed.
Let's roll 20.
Battle time.
Boop.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. No one's playing the really old Battlestar Galactica music anymore. What's up with that?
Okay. Oh, that's... I wonder what was going on there. I wonder why it was so strangely sized, but that is because we've got chat in there, so we don't need chat.
Yeah, chat, we don't need you.
Not that
How do you
chat.
feel about that?
Not that chat. We need them.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The
We need you.
Roll 20 chat.
You're my only support system, chat. Japan's so isolating.
Okay. Here we go. I wondered why that was all funky like that. There we go. Sorry, folks. Just tweaking a couple of things here. All right. So, as you prepare yourselves, what are you doing? Crimson Rockstar gives Beyond disadvantage. You saw you don't need us?
No! Don't do it!
Right. Punish. It was actually me that said it.
You.
Yeah! The DM said it, not me. Give him disadvantage.
But I wasn't
Too
talking
late,
about
nope.
them. Janassi, how you doing, my friend? Harf, Bjorn, can't tell us you don't need us, and then Bjorn, no, I need you. I get it, it was me.
It was literally John. Why am I suffering for John's mistakes? So what do I have disadvantage on?
I don't know, but I just need to nuke this idiot in chat here. 2 seconds.
Alright, let me open a window. It's toasty in my room.
No worries, mate. Okay. So it's indeed, great to see you, Jesse. Always, and anyways. Right, okay, folks. So here we go. This is. Do you like this map? Isn't it nice? Beautiful stone circle map here, and let us populate it with some beautiful characters. We need an Esmeralda.
We do.
Oh, you're not that small. Be bigger. There you go. You're teeny tiny. And then we need a Bjorn.
No, guys, seriously, what do I have disadvantage on? I need to make sure I get it out of the way sooner.
Disadvantage is just your next roll, but not. Actually, yeah, it's going to be on your. It's going to be on your initiative.
Great.
And I
Whatever.
need one more Bjorn for evil Bjorn, who is also.
Is
Hulk's
are
up
you
Bjorn.
playing?
Oh, he's very
No,
mean. Lord Bjorn.
Lord Bjorn. Are we also playing?
Got tint and blood red.
Is there also? Oh, evil. Is there like NPC Mason with us, or is it just the two of us?
He just on the sideline, like, I got you. Good job, guys. You got this.
Edgar. Yeah, Mason's there. He's like, oh, hi guys. Edgar, you
We just
see.
have like a little icon with an actual picture of Mason.
You turn to him like when Evil Beyond threw that pack off to the side. You're like, Edgar, don't look, and you just saw that he was still just transfixed into the obsidian of his stone in front of him, and he's just like 1,000 yards staring into the stone, unresponsive. I'll put him on the map, but he is not his usual nay adventurous self.
No, he's so small.
I'm tempted to leave it.
Yeah, do it.
Right, so, okay. So Juggle, 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 all the things. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't want John to have to run more characters.
Thank you. I'm focusing on Evil Beyond, which I had a lot of fun making the higher level versions of all of yourselves.
No,
Spoilers.
he's higher level. Does he have legendary actions?
So, as
No.
as
I should have been a monk.
this one.
I should have been a monk.
Let's
Give me
see.
stunning strike. Is there an item that gives me stunning strike?
Now, Bjorn, I really need to know which of these stones speaks to you. Which was your stone?
I don't know what any of the symbols mean.
No, do I? Which do you like?
I'll go for the one on the left that's closest to me. That's got like, I don't know, like a lightning bolt on it,
Yep.
sort of.
So he's stepped through there and is emerging from that stone as we speak. And
It's
you
actually
are
the one right behind me.
yeah, you were
Yeah.
you were there looking into it from there. Esmeralda, which was your stone?
My stone that speaks to me
Yes.
is. It's
This
gonna
is-
be. This one up here. It's the northwest.
I don't recognize any of these symbols. It's not Futhark. It's
Look on
not.
the one.
It's not like traditional runes.
Okay. Doing this and this.
Is there a mythologist in the chat who can tell me what these symbols are?
So, as you are accosted by Monster Bjorn, sorry, yeah, which one did you go for, Esmeralda?
Sorry, did I choose
North, west?
You
The
chose
snake
that
or
one,
whatever?
right?
This one? Okay, cool. So yeah,
Alright.
you're stood next to that stone up there, and yeah, exactly. That's right, Lee. So yeah, Edgar is kind of pieced out over there, and then so look here.
They sure are, Crimson. They sure are.
Yeah, so there you go. That's the proper read on them.
It's like me at like an art gallery. Just, oh, this is so deep. Like, what's this mean? It's a picture of a horse, my guy.
Okay, so let us get some initiative. Where is that thing? There, boom. And so let's get you to. Whoa, natural 20.
Yes.
Bjorn,
No,
your will be with disadvantage if you'd be so kind.
Let's do it. Can I? Yeah, I'll just. Dex saves, huh? I'll save my advantage for like a dex save throw just in case he sends me for a loop.
There we go.
Ooh, that's a 7 with disadvantage. 2 plus 5.
Okay, so let me just save this one here as Evil Beyond. Evil Beyond gets. Goodbye, Evil Edgar and Evil Esmeralda. I'm sure you've been great.
What if we had picked them? Well, also, would
I've never
Bjorn have
been
been the
to
easiest fight? I don't know about picking Bjorn.
Yeah, I know. But
No, we're in it now.
Esmeralda just keeps struggle to hit her period. John knows how my character works at this point.
Okay,
I don't want to fight her.
So what are your initiatives?
Mine's
5.
7.
Oh,
7.
Bjorn and Evil Bjorn got the same.
Oh,
Ah.
Nice.
fight it out,
Hilarious.
fight it out.
What's your plus?
Right now it's plus 5 because of my oops all decks.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's why you got it. Yeah, he's only got a +1. He did better on the dice.
Nice.
Okie doke. So yeah, you're definitely first. Esmeralda, sorry, 24.
4.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Right now, something else interesting happens as this.
So did we short rest it all between the first thing and this thing?
Nope.
Nope. Oh, great.
Hope you're doing okay.
I'm
So-
not.
Oh, well, this will be fine. I don't have any healing, just so you know.
I think Edgar might come out of his reverie just to go. Oh, here you go.
I'm gonna have to like dump my entire lay on hands pull on myself. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Now, let me just check something here. So as you do this, okay, as you are spinning towards this massive creature that's emerging from the stone, Bjorn, something happens behind you.
No.
And that golden circle in the center there starts to glow. That wasn't there originally, but it starts to glow, and there are numbers around it like it's a clock. And it starts to slowly spin and count the passing of time. And you see down to the south side of the stone circle, there's that kind of statue there instead of a stone.
Yep.
Okay. There is very clearly on the front of that a large button.
Button.
Yes.
Click the button. Okay.
I want to push it.
Please do. And
Immediately.
there is a large button on the front of that statue there. And then the other stones, after you've chosen Bjorn here, the other stones shimmer and shift. And inside each one you see a tall figure with an Egyptian-style kind of kilt around their midriff. And their heads are that of a hawk. And each of them is holding, there are 4 of them, and each of them is holding a glass and brass-topped hourglass with sands rushing through it, and as it runs out they all flip them over, but not at the same time. You see they flip it at different times, so there's different amounts of sand in each one, and as they do so, sand flows past their ankles and out of the stone, spilling into the stone circle here, as the realm of Harakir makes itself felt here in the realm. And as the sand spills into the center of the circle, in the middle of that golden clock in the center that's ticking and spinning round, you start to see a shifting in the earth and breaking through the soil, slowly rising up. Not an immediate threat, but definitely in the near future. You see the top of an Egyptian-style sarcophagus starts to rise vertically up out of the soil, summoned to protect the Mist Talisman and keep you from journeying to Harakir. And that is when Esmeralda brings the pain. One would assume.
What do we think about this button? Good button, bad button, press buttons? No, don't press buttons.
Buttons are good buttons.
Yeah, I like the way you think.
So I have a question.
No diggity.
If I were to stand in
No
the
doubt.
area with fast-flowing sand, do I get tasted?
Say again, sorry?
If I stand around the area with fast-flowing sand, I assume time is going more quickly in that area. Do I get close to that? Tasted?
No, I'm afraid not. Interesting
Try
idea,
that,
though. The Tomb Kings. Actually, I should change the music. We have the Moon Knight music, and the god of time and stuff, and the moon in Egypt is the Moon Knight's god. It is. These figures that you see in the stones are Khonsu. Hang on.
Oh no!
I still have the remix loaded up because it was in Esmeralda's music.
Nice.
My favorite Khonsu is actually from the Kane Chronicles, written by Rick Riordan. So you guys should read that.
Noted. Okay, so that
So,
has happened as well. Yes, you see these clocks turning. You see the rising sarcophagus. You see giant Bjorn striding towards you all. And what do you do?
And I cast Mirror Image and Blade Song.
Okey doke.
Fuck.
That's my bonus action and my action. And I don't want to move anywhere right now. I'm kind of cool chilling where I am right now.
As you do, Esmeralda, you almost get distracted and forget your spell because something is coming fast across the tree line, coming quickly, speeding across and coming through the trees towards you. Something moving
eagles?
impossibly fast. And something hanging below it as well. Something slight, but there's a glint of steel as you see an Aarakocra
Ooh.
with a drow dangling beneath them.
No!
Yay!
Yes, this is good for us, yay!
As
Oh,
Krigg, the Aarakocra, with Asara, returns to herself, released from the evil creepy doll, comes charging over the treetops towards the stone circle. You two come flying in. You see this new companion of theirs, Bjorn, the shifter paladin. You see a gigantic version of that same person stomping out of a stone. You see Edgar mesmerized by another stone, glancing and gazing into this obsidian surface. Inside, you see Egyptian gods with hawk heads flipping sand timers as sand spills out of the stones into the center of the circle around them, and a sarcophagus arises up from the center of the circle. Welcome back, guys. How you doing?
Hi.
Wow, okay.
Hi, Chaz. So nice to meet you.
I'm Chaz. Nice to meet you, Steph and Emin.
Colby.
That's a different game.
Okay, cool. Good to meet you guys.
Good to meet you
I'm glad
too.
you're here to help.
No, Phantom,
I
I have not crossed the streams. These two were originally in Barovia already.
Yes. That's
Was
true.
Barovia
How
cartoon?
weird, Marin.
Right?
Hey, Maharishi.
The OGs.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
So,
was it McBluff? McBluff. I've got 2 Jordan tattoos actually, in case you've never seen them, because I'm a big ass nerd. That was just for you.
Snaps
Back
for the
again.
nerddom.
Okay, now let me try and figure out how to do this. Hang on. So, Esmeralda, your tactical genius kicks in, and you quickly appraise your friends of the situation. What do you shout out to them as they come swooping in towards you?
Take him up. Take him out.
Sashiburi.
Good to see you
Oh my God.
encore.
Give me what you day. My favorite thing is to butcher Japanese.
But yes, certainly, please do talk to them whilst I'm figuring this out.
Scrambling.
How's your
Okay.
week?
We'll explain.
New friend. Hi.
Friend, not friend. The small one we like.
It's Asara's vomiting from transforming out of that doll. She's
Oh
like,
my
great.
god.
So,
Sorry to anyone eating their breakfast or dinner, depending on where you are.
or just popcorn.
Or just popcorn.
just
Ooh,
popcorn.
Ah.
Okay.
Now it's in my teeth.
All right. And
Edgar is, I guess, kind of sleepy. He saw some shit in the stone. He's just taking a day. Hello, I'm Bjorn. I like long walks and peanuts.
pleasure.
Warm.
Pleasure.
Got it.
Friends is true.
Okay.
Yeah. This is evil me. I think you can tell which one.
Oh, the bigger red one. Yeah.
The one that takes up approximately twice my space in every direction. Yeah, it's him.
And Xenakis isn't back yet. Edgar's tired. And hi, Asara. You are? Because I don't think I got your name.
Me?
In game.
Oh, it's Bjorn. Hi, I'm Bjorn.
Bjorn. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading Shez, and I thought that was your character name. I'm
No,
so
that's my
sorry.
real life name. Unfortunately,
you.
that's my real life name.
No, that's a badass real life name. That's a badass real life name.
Right?
Thank you.
Okay, so all right, so we have 3 of us. Hi, Craig.
Hi.
She
I noticed
had a
he's
lot to
scared you
eat
this whole
just before
time.
this, and then most of it is on the floor.
Okay. So I see the big one. I see a coffin
Yep.
and
You see Button?
There's a
these other bird people I do not recognize.
I think they're counting down to something bad probably. The bird people.
Go ahead.
The bird people, they're just like reflections in the stones, right?
Yes, yeah, they're inside the stones. Yeah.
Okay, so right now probably no problem. Hopefully continue to stay no problem. I want to push big shiny red button behind us to see what happens. But when that sarcophagi gets up, it's probably going to be pretty bad for all of us.
Yeah, maybe not pushing any buttons till we have the red guy under control.
Marin, you said buttons good. What? Or not Marin. You said buttons good. I thought your real life name was your D&D name because it's so cool.
How weird. How weird.
Crazy how this
That's
happened.
so strange. What an interesting mistake to make.
I thought your real life social insurance number was your D&D social insurance number, which I'm about to read out now in full.
So, I'm saying Marin. So, Esmeralda, are we pushing the button?
Well, we don't really have that many other leads, do we? Oh, it's there. It appeared. It wasn't there before, I don't believe. We don't know what it does, to be fair.
Oh, chat, we're talking so fast, by the way,
chat.
chat.
Right now, with the hourglasses ticking down and this coffin rising out of the ground.
Is something pulling the
fastest.
coffin out of the ground? Or is it just rising?
Magic.
It seems to be rising because of the sand that's flowing into the ground from the hourglasses and the rocks.
Okay.
believe
And I see an initiative table on roll 20. So is that? So we need to roll some initiative, John.
Yes, please.
And we're
Okay.
talking really fast, the fastest.
Yeah,
The stench of my vomit has just made everyone go, ooh, and it's given us a moment.
Yes.
Okay.
And
And
I just want, can I do a voice for? Can I do a voice for Evil Bjorn?
I did it. Yeah, please.
Evil Bjorn sees all of us gathered up in front of him, and he's like, "Is this more than you bargained for yet?"
God.
He's so punk, you guys.
What a cool guy.
I mean, he
That
would be if he
loud.
wasn't covered in eyeliner. If you just
Just
liked the
those
music
eyes
he liked
all
without
over
making
his
his
face.
entire personality, that'd be fine.
Okay. So there you go, folks. So
It is
yes,
done.
tension building already. Thank you, Maharishi. You're too kind. Okay, that was sorry. That was an unexpected arrival of Krieg and Asara. So thank you
Unexpected.
very much for being here, both of you. It's wonderful to see you again. Although I have been seeing you in the Feywild, it's wonderful to see.
True.
It's true.
Wonderful to see Krieg and Asara again. Let's put it that way.
Wait, was
Yes,
this
I'm
actually
so-
unexpected?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't just plan.
We
Wait,
found out.
you must have given them the Zoom link.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not that unexpected.
Oh, okay.
My,
it's
slightly
Right.
more expected than that.
They didn't slide into the
Oh yeah,
Zoom.
we didn't just party crash your session.
Honestly, I'm totally fine with that. The more the merrier. It's D&D, man.
Erjanesi, you got. Oh, thank you, Erjanesi. Who is it for? Dare I
you.
ask? I assume Marin's lying.
I,
Marin's lying, right, Erjanesi? Marin, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? Would you? I know the answer.
Of course.
For you, of course. Of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course.
Eat it, John.
Okay.
I knew the answer.
Take a
How do
Cheers.
I add my
Cheers,
token?
Erjanesi. I've got it.
Okay.
Sorry. Juggling all the things.
No, you're good.
Krigathy. Oh, that's not you. That's not your token. It's just.
it's so nice to see you guys
They'll
again.
do.
I'm so excited.
Oh, that's just me.
So how do you guys
why
all
is it
know
just
each
you?
other?
Sorry,
You're all like ALTs and stuff too? Or have you been?
They were here.
Yeah,
They were in
so
Iwaki.
we both lived in Iwaki, teaching
that's
English.
For
Was
3
Korea-
years.
You I keep it. Yeah.
I'm in like the Nishiki region. Whereabouts were you guys?
We were in Taida.
Oh, that
There
must
you
be
go.
nice. Must be
It was-
nice.
It was good.
It's a 40-minute
We were
train ride.
ALTs, so it wasn't like a placement situation.
Yeah.
Oh, were you guys high school?
No,
Private.
private company.
Ah, the good
That's-
shit.
Okay.
I
So-
did teach at Kosen though.
Inspiration for Asara.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Thank you,
A year.
Mac. Yeah, sorry I missed that before Erjanesi. I was trying to fix the overlay here. Asara, there you go. That's for you.
I get inspiration.
From Mac. Yep.
Thank
Thank you, Mac.
Iwaki is the geographically widest city in Fukushima, my guy.
Yeah, Lee. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
that
why.
area.
That's why it's Phoenix Iwaki, because that's where this all began.
A lot
Yeah.
of us
Really
live
solid.
or lived there.
Every
Nerd.
All of us.
I would say about
Oh, Charlie.
about 92% of the people on the channel have been in Iweki at some point.
Oh, I meant all of us here. My bad.
Hey,
Even
Charlie, how you
Mason
doing,
lived
mate?
there for 3 months.
Did he
Yeah.
actually?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he came to stay with us.
Oh, that's
Mason's my
nice.
brother.
Oh.
Bless
Well,
you,
then
Charlie.
You can bully him for missing this stream, I guess.
For sure, for sure. I already knocked on his door. I'm like, why is John messaging me?
No, my time I messaged you yesterday because but you were asleep.
Yes, I saw that.
True.
Our cat got out this morning, so that was like an hour of our time.
No, he got out last night, and we
Oh,
didn't realize until this morning.
Oof. Oh,
And
Crimson is
that's
in
why I didn't-
Yokosuka. Okay, nice.
Yokosuka.
What's great?
You okay though?
He is.
Yeah, he's fine. He's just a little shit.
His pride is hurt.
Craig,
His pride is hurt.
Craig, sorry, we're just using your art. Sorry.
That's fine. It's a little hard to see, so I'm gonna zoom
I know.
in.
Sorry about that. I'll
That's
super,
okay.
let's supersize you. Why not? Super Craig.
Hey,
Yay!
Super Craig.
size increase.
Kaiju fight.
He is big boy.
Yes. Okay, Bjorn. So you were tucked up in the corner next to you out there. Sorry, man.
I don't think I'm next.
no, but you
In
are.
initial.
No.
Talk
I
back
haven't,
corner. I see what you
yeah,
mean. I just saw the overlay.
Marin, I thought I looked at the little thing on Esmeralda's token,
Mhm.
and I was like, "What? What is that? Are you restrained?" Like,
she just
but
have
then
too
I
much
saw.
Many
Mirror
Esmeraldas.
image.
Yeah, I didn't know
images
what else
cast,
to use
yeah.
for it, so I just used that because it seemed like it's appropriate.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
doing
Kaiju
just
battle. More
fine.
popcorn, please.
I have the popcorn here. I'll show
Yeah,
it
do you,
to you.
Crimson, do you have the chopsticks though? That's what we need, you know.
There, a lot of
I
popcorn.
wanted so
Oh,
much.
nom, 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 nom,
Oh my god, I'm so jealous.
I always
that
cut
out
the
of my
top of my
face.
I always cut the top of my popcorn bags off so I could just use it like a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Smart.
like big brain when it comes to popcorn.
But now you just cut the top of your head off instead.
That's fine. Oh.
There we go.
I have a lot of head to give. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your uncle.
Hey, we left the amber temple way behind us. Come on, enough of that.
Sorry,
So-
I meant hard. I meant hard.
Just
I have a lot of heart to give.
Esmeralda,
All right.
you cast those spells, and then you almost lose concentration as Krieg and Asara come swooping in across the trees.
Have a very quick conversation.
Yes, look at all that Emma City art, isn't it beautiful? Okay.
Makes me so happy.
Yes.
There was a link for that artist.
Colby and Steph, did you hear we've made Emma the official artist for all time now?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Let me just get a bit more Asara in your day. There you go.
We're gonna make that cat live forever.
Yes.
It was a cat, right? She had a cat. Emma has a cat.
Yes.
Yeah, Baz.
Oh yeah.
Baz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
he's a
Dom-
frequent member of the Chisentis Journey stream. Yes, I will get that link for that artist again because they're fab. But don't bother them at the moment because
Hell
they're doing art for me. Okay. So,
Bother them with your love. And work.
There it is. Yes, and commissions. Right, so there's so many people. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. And let me actually get a breath and stop for just a second here. And Esmeralda, go.
I did already, but I can do it again if you want.
No. I said when I say Esmeralda, go, I mean you are the Vistani in the group. Let us Vistani it up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my music's not working today.
That's right. I had,
I'll just be walking down the corner next to my chosen rock.
Indeed. Okay, which brings us to Asara Bell. Welcome back. In at the deep end. How about
you.
it?
Okay, so we're fighting Evil Bjorn. That's what I'm.
Yes.
Let's get
Yes.
them.
Okay, I wasn't sure if a puzzle was going on
There
and
is
he
a
was
puzzle.
frozen
Well,
or not.
I mean.
Also that. Got you.
So yeah, let me reiterate so you have the full focus on what's happening here, okay? So, a
Right.
sarcophagus is rising slowly out of the soil in the center of that circle in the middle. The four biggest stones around have these images of these Egyptian gods. It's of Khonsu, the Egyptian god of time. And they have these sand timers which they're flipping over every time they run out. And all of them are at different intervals. They don't have the same amount of sand inside. There is a ring of numbers, which is roughly a 60-second timer you would figure out, around where the sarcophagus is rising. And there is a large button on that statue in the south.
Okay. Cool. Sorry, I was very excited to see Marin's face when I got in. I'm so sorry, John. Okay. So I am gonna go ahead and use my short bow to get at Bjorn. That is a 28 to hit.
That's
and that's gonna be 11 damage. I get plus 9.
Oh wait,
Oh my god.
so do I. I don't know why I'm so surprised.
I'm so shocked. I rolled a 19, which is surprising. That's really
huge.
good.
Yeah.
Right out the gate, yeah. 11 piercing damage, and I have to refresh myself on my rogue brain. Okay, I am going to give myself steady aim as a bonus action, and that's it. That's it for me.
noted. Thank you. Okay, and that brings us to Craig.
Wait, Steph, did you roll damage for that hit?
Yeah, 11
Yeah, she told me.
piercing.
Oh,
told me,
okay.
yeah.
I was reading spell. Okay. I think Craig is going to push the button.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
Do it, Craig.
So
You have the control of the art.
yeah. So you said it's around back of the sarcophagus.
It's on the front of this statue here. South, in the south.
Ah, okay. All right.
Which is
So
where
around
all the
Like one.
which is where all the scary teeth were gathered.
right.
No more.
All right. So let's go ahead and fly over there. I know they reworked Arakocra, so
Yeah, it's okay. We're going legacy.
okay.
Just keep your sheet as is. It's all good. I do
I
not
just
own
wanted
the
to-
new book.
You hear that, chat?
Refresh on my
Firecrackers
flight
are broken.
speed. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I reach the button from there?
Absolutely, it's right in front of you, like on chest height.
And is there anything like else around the button? Like what would be like an instruction panel or
Around it there is that same circle with the numbers around it, and then at the four corners, if it was a square, at the four corners there are these figures, little depictions of Konsu with the timers.
Okay.
And the one top left has the most sand in it, and then the one diagonally across from that has a little bit less, and then on the left lower side a little bit less, and then top right the least.
Okay. I'm gonna push the button and see what happens.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
As Craig pushes the button, the depiction on the statue in stone and the circle itself underneath Bjorn's feet starts to shift and move, and
Big Bjorn or
starts.
Big Bjorn?
You, because you're stood
no.
right on the circle, so that gold circle there. It starts to spin and move and starts counting down, which clearly looks like a 60-second time.
Maybe button push, bad button push.
Okay. So I'm assuming that was my action.
The push a button.
Mac, the links are there above. This music is Dubiosa Collective. Okay.
Would that be a bonus action, John, to push a button, or
Oh no, free action.
Yeah.
Free action. Okay. All right.
In this
That was
economy?
weird. So I'm going to let's take a couple of shots at Evil Bjorn here.
It's the big one, I swear.
Okay. First shot. I need to get back into the swing of this.
Where's
14.
Misses, I'm afraid. He just
Okay.
just bats it out of the air like King Kong with a biplane.
Second shot. 17.
Hits.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Fun fact: in this sound set later on, my 5-year-old's favorite song is in there as well.
So cute.
He keeps trying to convince me to take the long way to kindergarten every morning so we can hear the full thing in the car because it's too short.
That's the cutest Should have ever
That's
heard
pretty
that.
fucking kawaii, John. I guess.
It just turns to me. He's like, big eyes. He's like, Daddy, are you busy today? Can we go the long way around?
All right.
Say yes every single time.
Now I need to add up my damage.
Hey, it's Tom Falcon. See me.
Okay, so gathered swarm,
Joe.
favored foe.
He's a legend.
21 damage.
Hell yeah.
Smarts.
Solid.
And that's me.
Oh, right. Okay. Regular Bjorn.
That's me. I will begin this fight by absolutely getting carrier and shifting into my werebear form just to get 1d6 plus 12 temporary hit points. That's 16 temp? Yep, 16
Nice.
temp. And then I will. We just had a fight right before this, so I'm emptying Lay on Hands full right into my body. Because oh boy, am I close to death.
Okay.
So I'm gonna heal for 50 because I was at like 10 HP.
Oh my god, were you that low? Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We just got like, or I just got completely, knocked around. I did turn a creature into a rhino that does a lot of knocking around.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's true.
Polymorphed it by
Not my
mistake.
choice. Not my choice. So that's my action and bonus action gone right there. So I think, am I on like a spinning plate or like a circle or something right now, John?
And there's the circle beneath you is shifting and moving through the soil. Yeah, there's this glow.
Is it moving so much that I'll be away from Big Bjorn?
It's not
by the
carrying.
time-
It's not carrying you with it. It's just moving beneath you.
Ah, okay, fine. Then I will. I'll just stay where I am. I'll let him come to me. Yeah. Bonus action. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. This turn was just me buffing myself for what's about to come. All right, go evil Bjorn. Show me what you got. Bring it on. Come on.
Okay.
Oh god, this music's so good.
Okay, so as it comes around to Evil Bjorn's turn, it steps fully out of the stone and stretches up to its full height. It's 2 bonus actions up, but it has 17 plus a d6 temporary hit points.
Oh right, I forgot it. If I can shift, it can shift.
Yep. As you see it just completely hulk out, and its armor starts to strain under the size of its massive furry chest. And it just turns, and it has a huge halberd, which it just spins this way, that, whoosh, whoosh, stop, and goes for you with the halberd as it comes.
I knew it was music. What a dork. amazing. Love it. No, I fucking love it.
And just lunges to you with that 10-foot reach. Doesn't need to reopen your grill. Goes for you
Forgot
with
about that.
the massive halberd there, and
Bjorn used to be a halberd user until I got a magic sword.
indeed, that is going to be. Hang on, sorry, Air Genesi. Let me roll with disadvantage. Oh, natural 20 is avoided, but that does make it a 27.
Don't crit on my ass with my own guy.
What a way to
Is
go.
this Bjorn a barbarian or a paladin?
He is a level 15 paladin.
Oh no. I thought he'd be a barbarian. I mean,
That's not that Bjorn's elsewhere. That Bjorn is elsewhere.
okay. There's
God.
right now 3 Bjorns in this Barovia.
Oh,
So you take 14 damage from the halberd as it cuts through you. And then it's just going to turn and snarl towards you, Esmeralda. You and your stupid seeker. And it just comes charging across towards you, Esmeralda.
My guy, we literally just met her. Be cool. It's been like a week or something that we've known each other, I guess.
Yeah, right. And
That's really long in Iwaki first time.
Yeah. Been playing for a while.
We're basically siblings at this point, I'm pretty sure.
OMG.
Oh
my God.
Yeah.
Let's get matching tattoos.
Okay. Just checking these here. Oh, also, sorry, I have an improved Divine Smite, so every time I hit you, you take another D8, so you take 5 radiant damage as well, Beyond.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty then.
And... So I didn't have time to do my full homework here.
Radiant is not one of the type of damage I can reduce with my heavy armor mastery. So, fuck you too, I guess.
Okay. And then it's just going to go for you, Esmeralda, with its second attack.
Okay.
No longer disadvantaged. Halberd. Yeah. That is going to be a 21.
Miss.
Okay. So just lunges for you, but misses there, unfortunately. And that was bonus action, and that. Okay. So yeah, and it just swinging this halberd around, just like looking around at you all. And that brings us to Esmeralda's turn.
Nice. I prefer Bjorn smaller, frankly. Let's see.
Look, I'm still pretty big. I mean, that's not calling me small because he's like bigger. He's a freak, you know?
Does a 16 hit?
16. Just a moment. Just misses.
Okay. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
That's 14 fire damage.
Okay.
And 4 to hit. And an additional 13 piercing. It's +1 rapier, so hopefully he's not resistant to it.
There. Okay. Let's cut through that temporary HP.
And I'm done.
Okay, so yeah, you just start spinning and whirling, and your magic goes off, and this blade dances out, and the magic that was protecting him is driven back and away. Arabelle, Krieg on deck.
Okay, I'm going to run up my 20 feet, and with daggers, the first one is 15.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Did you say it hit?
Misses.
No.
Misses.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought 16 was just misses. Okay. And 16. And I run away.
Okay.
With my bonus action, I give myself, oh my gosh, steady aim again.
That's it. Okay.
Oh,
thank you.
no, wait. I get steady aim gives me advantage. Hold on. I'm doing it wrong.
D&D's hard.
Because I have 2 weapon fighting, so I did the 1 dagger. Okay, 16 again, so it doesn't hit. And the other dagger's
Just
advantage.
misses.
18.
That just hits. You good?
Okay,
I
perfect.
think you get sneak too.
I do. So that's 8 damage. That's why I do it every single time. And 19 with the sneak attack.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So
Total.
total is 27.
Oof.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna back away because I made him angry, I'm sure, and cast and do steady aim again. And that's my turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Dope.
Krieg.
All right. Before I move away from the button, does it look like hitting the button reset the 60-second timer, or did it start a second timer?
Well, you just hit the button once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just started it moving.
Hit it
So
again.
you knew it was a. They knew it was a.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like a timer, but it hadn't gone off yet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm hitting the button one more time.
Okay. As you go to move, take your action. You slam the button again. You see underneath Bjorn's feet in the center of the circle there, the circle rewinds back to where it was and then starts moving
Oh,
again.
hell yeah. We know what the button does.
Okay.
Nice.
That's what I thought. All
Is
right.
it an action to do it, or is it just like a?
Just interact with objects is free. It's just
Okay,
slapping it.
sweet.
Yeah.
And you're like a range fighter, right?
I am a ranger. Yes.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Bet you can just hit that button.
Okay.
Hit that button and hit this guy. Hit this guy. Do it. Hit this guy.
Okay. I think everyone's a little too close to him for me to do the other thing. So, we're just gonna take a couple more shots. All right, first 23 to hit.
20 hits. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that is a total of 18.
Nice.
And with the gathered swarm, I am going to try to push him away. So it's a strength saving throw of 15.
Okay, look. Strength saving throw. That's gonna be 18. Sorry,
Okay, yeah, I figured. That's all right.
he has 20 strength.
Oof.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a feeling
Big
it was
boy.
probably pretty high. So,
Yeah.
Why is this
Where's the
paladin
shot?
so strong?
all right, right.
'Cause-
Second shot.
I didn't take any feats. I just maxed all my stats.
Wow.
Quick, get his leg. He has no
27
feet.
So that was that, Colby?
27 hit for the second shot,
Definitely.
and that is going to be another 16 damage.
Ooh, wee. Okay. Feathered. Nice.
We're
Okay.
the right friends to have.
Yeah.
You're done?
That's me.
Okay, go on.
Alright. How am I doing for spell slots? There's never enough spell slots, you guys.
No.
Okay. I will. Where's my haste? I will cast haste upon myself, running a precious third level spell slot. That's my action for the first turn. The bonus action for my first turn. God, I just had it. I've got so many things on my page. Hold on. Vow of Enmity. As a bonus action, you choose a creature that you can see within 10 feet, and you gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until the creature's health drops to 0. I vow to kill this big Bjorn. This guy
Why is
sucks.
this called
He
Big
fucking
Bjorn?
sucks. This is me overcoming my own personal issues. I'm going to kill Big Bjorn. Vow of Enmity. So I've got, I'll make a note of it somewhere just so I don't forget. Vow of Enmity. Vow of E. There we go. Advantage on attacks for the next minute. So I'm hitting all my attacks recklessly. But not really. Not really recklessly. Don't hit me.
Right.
Don't hit me with advantage, my guy. Okay. I will then move on to my second hasted turn, which is just I'm going to make 2 attacks with advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
You eat.
Noise. Oh, that's terrible. Does a 11 hit?
Nope.
Didn't think so. God, I hate D&D Beyond. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so that's oh, that's not correct. Okay. I reroll 1s and 2s because of great weapon fighting. So I do 9 damage, upon which I will stack a regular divine smite, which I believe is 2d8. Let me just pop that.
It is, yeah.
2d8 radiant damage. Hit it. Get him. Do I roll? Do I re-roll
A regular
damage?
Sorry, what spell level did you use? The regular one is 1d8.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's a first level spell slot. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh wait, no. First level spell slot is 1d8.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
Oh,
let me get that.
No, my bad. Sorry, it goes up by 1d8 after
Yeah.
that. Sorry, it is 2d8. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, cool. So I will use a first level spell slot then for that
Okay.
2d8 damage. Do I re-roll the 1s and 2s on my radiant damage as well, or just my great weapon damage? Great weapon fighting lets me re-roll 1s and 2s on damage, but I'm not sure if it's all damage or if it's just. Give me a second. Great weapon. Just melee damage wielded with. Yeah, so just melee damage. Did I do it? Is radiant? You can reroll a 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with 2 hands. So does that include my smites?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh hell yeah, brother. Okay. What did I just roll? Where's the chart? 2d8. Let's see. So it's 8 plus. I'm gonna roll another d8. 8 plus 8. So 16 radiant damage. And then before that it was 9 slashing damage.
Okay. Total of.
And action, bonus action. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Thank you. So yep. Okay, you viciously cut into the back of the monster and it just like goes forward, and it turns and looks at you, and then looks past you, the annoying archer across the far side, and steps through the stone to the side here.
Oh no!
Steps into the obsidian and then out of the stone here next to Krieg.
Oh,
And attacks with the halberd. It was Misty Step, but I just used the rocks instead.
okay.
So just steps through the stones, will come out next to Krieg there, and goes lunging for him with the halberd.
Watch out! He has rocky step.
Attack. Come on. There's a very specific number. Oh, it's so close. Does an 18 hit, Krieg?
It just misses.
Okay. But luckily I have 2 attacks.
Well,
So let's try that again.
Again, it's fine.
27.
yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay, so you kind of just fall back in surprise almost, and you avoid the first swipe of the halberd, but then it comes swinging back round. You haven't seen Bjorn fight particularly, so you're not used to his tactics and things, and it cuts into your side, and as it does, there is a dark poof of energy as he casts a 4th level Divine Smite into that.
Holy fuck!
Oh, wow.
Wow, okay.
So that is going to be a D10. A D10 there, and then the D8 for the improved Divine Smite, and then 5 D8s for the regular Divine Smite.
Okay.
What is improved divine smite? Why does he have it and I don't?
Because he's higher level than you.
No.
3.
John, make me level 15. Come on.
Eventually I will. 2. Well, no, I'll leave it to you. Make yourself level 15, Bjorn. You can do it.
Whoa,
I believe
so
in you.
deep, dude.
I believe in you.
That's so deep, dude.
Just not right now. Okay.
All of a sudden, I changed my character sheet. Oh, what's that?
I didn't know we could do this.
Did you make popcorn? Steph, did you make popcorn? Hell yeah, brother.
Sure did make popcorn. That's why I was on mute, because my popcorn maker is so loud. So
Hey,
sorry,
what's the
man.
not having popcorn?
I'll find stuff.
No, you're so mean! Shit!
So sorry. I got homesick when I first arrived in Japan, and popcorn is like my comfort food, so I ordered like a giant box of it. Now I have too much.
As the huge creature springs from the rock beside you, and the halberd flashes out once you avoid the first one, but then it digs into you. There's a woof of the divine energy. It cuts through you. That is 50 damage.
5-0.
50 damage. Welcome back, mate.
No, it's okay. He's a barbarian. He can have that damage, right? Right, Colby, your ranger's also a barbarian.
Sure.
So yeah, just
Oh
cuts
my
in.
God,
Yeah,
wow.
dragon. I could see a dragon.
Oh,
50.
Okay.
Clearly ruining John's plans, whatever they are.
And let's see, what bonus actions do we have
He's
here?
fine. He's fine. He's just a little.
Oh no, so that was
Yeah,
Misty Step was the
I'm
bonus
good.
action. Okay. It's fine. This is fine. And brings us to Evil, Bjorn, and Esmeralda.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna zoom over there.
Sorry, next.
6, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Can you,
and
do you like full on
okay.
like, your blades out to the side like Naruto run across the side?
Oh, 100%. I'm running this whole time. That's gonna be
If there's
28.
any running in D&D, it's Naruto running. It's
Yes,
always
it
Naruto running.
7 piercing.
Phoenix with a plan since when? Quite crimson. Quite.
I'm also going to make him roll a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, please.
DC what's right?
16.
16 Wisdom saving throw. Got all my nice saving throw bonuses. Thank you.
No, that's not fair. You're evil.
Evil gods need paladins too. 19.
Okay, he passes, but he still gets an extra. 8
Is he a
damage.
paladin of conscience?
Nice.
Sure.
Conscience not really evil.
Plus 21 to
No,
hit,
this
so
is
that's
this is
15 from
not.
the
This
first
is
attack,
this is the dark powers testing you.
Oh no.
plus 12 fire. So 27 spell, and then last attack. 17, does that hit?
It just hits, yes.
Lovely. So that's going to be another 7 piercing. 27, 34 damage.
Say again, 34?
Yeah.
Okay. Esmeralda, as you go charging across the space of the circle, tell me what happens.
Oh, God.
Are you killing it? Really? Wow, that was quick.
Well, he's been
You guys do like stupid damage every time you hit, and you hit a lot. And it had over 100 HP, but it's just got cut through.
Alright.
I mean, everyone got like a hit that was over 20 HP on it, so makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
I think I actually
all
missed
of us
minusing a few bits of
did,
damage.
I don't know what happened before I was here.
Bjorn,
Nothing.
you're just like, it's so beautiful.
We're all ganging up to kill me, just like in that one fanfic I wrote.
So,
So there's 4
Esmeralda, tell me what
versions of me
happens.
all running that direction, and they're all kind of holding the blades out Naruto style. And I'm actually gonna run past him, I think, over here.
Mhm.
And maybe it's not entirely obvious first off that I've actually sliced him, but I'll go back and I'll stop, as you do
Yes.
when you're like anime.
Yes.
And you'll see him like this the lines of fire as they sort of entwine with the blades.
You just like
And he'll just slowly
your
slide
sword
and-
away, and it just like slides in different directions.
Yeah.
And dissipates into a kind of almost like black mist that goes off and in towards the edges of the realm to rejoin the mists there as Evil Bjorn is defeated.
I love that. There are some D&D podcasts that like openly frame their narrative as like a movie, like the Campaign podcast, or like NatPut, or like a comic book, like Join the Party on like the Multitude Network. But we are very specifically an anime. All Phoenix Iwaki podcasts are just, or Twitch shows are just animes. We're all gonna have like a beach arc, and then like a fireworks thing, and then like a high school tournament. It's gonna be good.
Can't wait.
I think that sounds like a Strixhaven campaign, not a Barovian one.
Oh. I
Okay,
never get to have the high school tournament arc.
so what do you do as the next section of the timer ticks down?
Oh right, that's
Oh, true. Are we still in initiative as the timer is ticking down?
I mean, it's
Or no?
it's like, what do you do each segment of the timer, basically? So you can all act at the same time, and do a single thing. But yeah, what would you like to do?
Do we
Craig is
destroy
going
sarcophagus?
It's still
Craig's
just
going to stand
emerging
up.
out the ground.
And like kind of hand on his side, and like he's not really trying to think about it, so he's going to use his the Fey bugs and like if you were close enough, as probably Esmeralda is probably the only one close enough to see it. It's like a row of little spiders that are like weaving web over the open wound.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he's gonna get up, slam his hand on the button,
Okay, it resets.
and what happens? It just resets.
The timer resets. Yeah.
You're literally the bug guy from Naruto.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay,
and so as he hits the button, he's gonna say like, "Can anybody read this stuff around this thing?"
I might. I have comprehend languages.
Is it common or Sylvan? Because if not, then no.
Can I cast comprehend languages?
If you wish.
I will.
Sorry, what are you doing?
I've got Elvish and Thieves' Cant, but I'm assuming neither, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's written.
written.
All right.
Well, yeah, Thieves' Cant.
So, John, is it in Aarakocra, Abyssal, Auran, Common, or Draconic?
No.
Is it Japanese?
Nope.
Right.
So that would be
That'd be
draconic.
draconic.
Yeah. I
No,
said
it's
no.
not Draconic.
I said no already.
Can I attack the sarcophagus?
Okay, you go charging into the thing. Swing with your halberd.
Bjorn's blade.
Beyond Blade, yes. As you swing, it bounces off a dome of energy which is over where the sarcophagus is rising, and painfully sends a jolt up your arm. Not damaging you at all, but just really nastily kind of jarring your wrist. And and
Okay,
it
so we
bounces
can't.
off.
Okay, so we can't attack it right now. Is what the message I'm getting is from
With a-
what I just did.
With a weapon.
Oh, the weapon.
So-
God, do I have any magic spells?
Well, that's
besides
your go.
smiths?
This is still, we're still in one little things here. Okay. So brings us back to you, Crick. It's ticking down.
Okay. So, after having seen Bjorn attack it and see this kind of dome of energy around it, Craig is going to hit the button again.
Okay.
And he's gonna see if some of his like fey bugs can fly through the barrier.
Okay.
Ooh.
You do that. It's like a bug zapper. They're just like. Just like
No,
Oh, not the bay bugs.
Anthony, Bugsy.
Sarah? Esmeralda, Bjorn?
Okay, I am going to. Has Esmeralda had any luck reading it?
I haven't had a chance to yet. I just
Okay.
I immediately, like, whenever I get the chance to move, I will try and read it.
Okay. I'm gonna just have it hold an action. I'm gonna hold shooting my short bow, then just be ready for, because I'm assuming that whatever's about to come out of the sarcophagus is something we're gonna have to fight.
Can I try Misty stepping into the barrier?
Oh.
It's too narrow. It was just kind of just over the sarcophagus. It was like
literally just
surrounding
right.
the sarcophagus. Yeah.
Okay, it's not like a room. Okay.
Um,
Let me attack it again, but this time try smiting on it.
Okay.
Okay. I'll burn a first level spell slot to do normal improved or a normal divine smite, radiant damage. Does that do anything?
Again, just bounces off.
Okay, maybe in melee not so good.
Hey, Esmeralda, are you casting go over?
I need to go and touch things to actually be able to read them. So
Yeah.
I'm probably be going next to the rock next to me. I'll be touching the
That's
obsidian.
pretty- I thought you're not reading the one that Crick's doing.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we thought you had a block.
Waiting around the button.
Yes. I will come over here to see what I can find. Can I touch it? Can I read anything on it?
Okay. You see the figures start to swim and move under your arm, under your palm. Sorry, as you put your hand on the rock surface there, and as you do that, they become legible to you, and their numbers. And whatever alphabet this is, you've never seen it before, but you become aware of the fact that they are numbers. and as you make them out there, you see that they say from top left clockwise 45, 5, 30, and 15.
I don't have a pen at my desk.
45, 5. Say again?
45, 5, 30, 15.
30, 15.
30.
Oh, it's a half clock. That's all that means. Like, it's a half timer, you know? Because it goes 5, 15, 30, 45, and then by the end of it, it's 60.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Like, it goes over twice.
Right.
That's my guess.
Okay,
Everybody
Craig,
look at the DM's face.
Craig, back to you. What do you do?
I'm gonna hit the button and ask Esmeralda what it says.
As
I
you,
will communicate
Because it
with
looks
you.
to me like she's
as you
trying
hit
to comprehend it.
as you hit the button a fifth time, nothing happens.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Okay, we got a minute then.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, these numbers. Do you have an idea of what we do with them?
Do you know what it could have been? It could have been a combination lock. It could have been like we let it get to 45, then we hit the button, we let it get to 5, we hit the button, we let it get to 30, we hit the button. It could have been that, but now we've used all of our button clicks.
Well, the little thing is, it's still moving, right? Like we could
Yeah.
I could still wait for it to go to 45 and then hit it.
All right,
and see
try
what
that.
happens.
Okay.
Can we try that, John?
Yeah.
You're waiting until 45 seconds in?
Yeah, and then we hit the button.
How are you measuring that?
We all have pocket
Clock.
watches, like real steampunk pocket watches, and they all have like a specific date on them when we burned down our house, and then we had to bury the mutated ashes of our mom.
Oh no.
We are. I'm gonna time this in real time now because I mean that you would not have the time just to chat leisurely amongst yourselves.
Oh.
You do not have those
John's
timepieces.
bringing down the hammer.
You do not have those timepieces, but you do see the reflections
these
in
statues hold timepieces.
the statues, and they are counting down different lengths of time.
Okay. Well, I can try and check the numbers as I see them.
Okay, as you do that, yeah, you're looking at them and trying to roughly counting them along as they finish tipping over, and they tip the sands the other way. And one of them is flipping every 5 seconds, one is flipping every 15 seconds, one is flipping every 30 seconds, and one is flipping every 45 seconds.
Okay, so we eye the 45 guy,
And
and then when he flips over, we slap it.
as you're looking at these timers and counting them, some of them are midway through, and you have to wait, especially that 45-second one. As you're doing that, the timer in the center, the ring in the center, which has been shifting, goes one full cycle, stops, pulses throughout the circle, and resets itself. And I would like, wherever it is in your character sheet or where you're keeping this information, Bjorn, Krieg, you are 2 years older. Asara, you are 20 years older.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Esmeralda is
Oh, I'm
dead.
an elf.
Okay. Wait, I have advantage on death saving throws.
You're 2 years more deceased.
Okay. Well, I'm dead, guys.
Oh
Bye.
right, yeah.
You actually dead?
What was the Aarakocran life expectancy, Krieg?
30.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
16.
Not anymore. You're 18 now.
If I remember correctly, yeah.
Okay.
I never gave Bjorn a canonical age.
He's like, I'm 1.
How old do we think Bjorn is? Post your who's it and what's it in the chats.
Yeah, everyone chat, what do you think? How old is Bjorn? Because
Wait,
they
so
did away
I'm-
with suggested ages. They don't do that in races anymore.
Wait, how did it actually affect me then? Like, if I already died?
I don't think it does. That's why.
Okay.
I didn't say
Sweet.
You're just like more
Okay.
decayed than usual.
Yeah.
Here
I
you
mean,
go.
you're just gonna get to a point where you're solving this puzzle on your own without your friends. So we have
Bjorn is not 35. You kidding me? 150. Wait, what is shifter ages like versus like? Well, no. Bjorn's more than 14. He tried to romance a lich.
You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, 20 sounds like a good round number. Bjorn is now 22 because of what just happened.
noted.
Alright.
It lets me
So-
play as mature, as immature as I want.
So
You haven't
should-
been already?
No, but this makes it canon. He's 20. He's only 22, guys.
So
Yes.
each one of us needs to take a spot. This is Craig. Each one of us needs to take a spot at one of the 4 guys.
Okay.
And can we try touching them in this order? In the 45, 5, 30, 15 order?
Okay.
The
I'll
clock,
go to.
the clock in the center has reset and is not moving at the moment.
It's not moving.
No.
So we just rolled it and now we're older and it's over.
Done. We're not done.
No, we're not done.
Oh.
I'm gonna stand in front of this rock and look at this bird and what is he counting down?
I'll go to the rock where Evil Bjorn came out of it.
That one
Look at
is
that.
the 30-second one, Azara.
Okay.
Bjorn, you have the 5-second one.
Okay.
Edgar's at the 45-second, and Craig over there, you are at the 15.
Is Edgar up?
Smart conductor.
Actually, I'd say
Numbers.
the 45-second one is the one southeast of Esmeralda.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So
And actually, yeah. Sorry, can you go one? Can you go southwest one from you, and Bjorn, can you go southeast one from you?
This?
Yeah, that
Yep.
one, and then that one there. I think I like the position of those 4.
okay.
That works well.
So it's
Sorry, it was purely aesthetic. Sorry.
Esmeralda.
No, it looks good. It looks
Bjorn,
good. Looks
Right.
good, I see it. So Bjorn's what? 45?
Bjorn's is the 5-second one. No, you got the easy one.
5-second one. Okay.
Yeah. And then I had 30, Asara had 15.
No, Asara has 30.
30.
You have 15.
Okay. Alright. So then Esmeralda, try to touch your rock.
I touched my rock at the appropriate time.
Smooth, cold stone,
Damn it.
and the implacid face of Khonshu looking at you.
Okay. Craig is going to take a spin around this rock to look for any like buttons or like any other markings.
Okay. Just the various hieroglyphics that are there.
I'm gonna ask Bjorn, can you push your rock?
I try and push my rock.
It does not budge, no matter how hard you try.
I don't think this
Esmeralda.
rock going anywhere.
Can you read the hieroglyphics on your rock?
It just says 50.
Esmeralda? Is that to Esmeralda, I assume, yeah?
Yes, I need to read. I need to go and touch things if I haven't actually seen them.
Yeah, well, you placed your palm on this rock, and the hieroglyphics around it do swim and come into sensical order, and you see that they talk of mighty god kings and the lands they subjugated, and the mighty monuments raised in their name.
Oh, it's just someone's fanfic.
Great.
Okay, nothing useful though.
Ah,
Just roasted all of ancient history. Nothing useful here.
The timer is still. The timer's not moving.
Okay.
You press the button twice and quickly
Ooh,
just
ooh.
reset it.
I'm
Hold
gonna
it
shoot
down.
my arrow at the sarcophagus now.
What
Okay.
happens?
It bounced off that shield, that energy.
Oh,
I was hoping that was.
Hmm.
trying to solve a puzzle, but we're dumb. Play nerdy allies.
Hey Kyle, how you doing, mate? There we are, trying to solve a
Okay.
puzzle, trying to do
Okay.
something to stop this Egyptian sarcophagus rising from this stone circle.
Craig is
stopped
gonna
at
fly.
45.
By the way, Kyle is in Patch's new game coming up soon,
Oh, really?
next month.
Nice.
So we stopped it at 45, but the 45 stone isn't like a
Nothing
portal or anything.
Hmm? You stopped it, what, sorry?
No, we didn't. It just ran out.
Yeah, it just ran out before.
It ran out?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
Can I unplug the controller thing? I plug it back in again.
There are no visible cables.
Can I like blow in the cartridge?
So unplug the ley line.
if I
Exactly.
if I push the button.
Yes.
I'm gonna fly over to the button and push it again. What happens?
You push the button there. Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
It starts the timer.
Okay, so it starts moving again.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try and stop it in the right
Alright.
order this time. So
Alright,
we'll
so
keep an eye on the 45.
45, so that's me coming up first, I believe.
Okay. Let us know when it flips on the 45, and then we'll push it.
Yeah.
So you wait until it hits 45 seconds and then pushing the button again.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it goes round to 45 seconds. You time it using the timer in the vision, and then
Yep.
you hit the. Who's hitting the button? There's nobody there.
Here. I'm pushing it.
Okay. You push the button. It resets and starts counting again.
I
Okay.
run back
But
to my 5.
as you push the button on the 45-second mark, the hieroglyphs around the stone there flare,
Okay.
and a bolt of energy from the top of the monolith hits the sarcophagus, and cracks appear in the sarcophagus.
Okay, except
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So next
Next
up
was
is
5.
Bjorn.
I will tell Esmeralda as soon as my thing flips over at 5-second mark.
Here comes.
Ready to bang the button.
Now?
Okay, and you hit the button on the 5-second mark, and again it resets, starts counting again, and another flash of energy boom, slams into the sarcophagus again. More damage.
okay, now it's me. 30, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 30.
Button hand ready.
Okay, it's ticking round, ticking round,
You're slapping
ticking
it.
round.
30.
Slam. Again, resets. Energy slams into the sarcophagus.
15
All
next.
right. And I'm last. So 15. Go.
Slam that button.
Wow, and one more time, the energy comes off the rock and slams into the sarcophagus, and the wheel stops.
Yeah, go team.
Yeah. Now I attack the sarcophagus.
And the sarcophagus is risen almost as you were doing this and counting it. It's been rising and rising up this whole time, and though it is badly damaged and looking worse for wear, it does rise up and stop, standing there, a plain obsidian sarcophagus, and the front of it cracks open.
No.
Ah.
And Bjorn and Esmeralda on that side, you see a bandaged, mouldering hand somewhat shakily reach out through and grasp the edge of the door, and there is a "You shall not pass to Harakia. You shall not see the Seeker.
No, it's okay. We're good guys.
Is ours." And the creature emerges from within the sarcophagi as a mummy lord,
Boy.
with bits of flesh and bandage dangling off it, looking more decrepit than it should, as solving that puzzle and setting off those 4 beams damaged it, took off a chunk of its HP every time. And we, my friends, shall stop there.
No, we have 8 minutes. Let's just kill
Oh,
this
it's
guy.
so gross. It's got way too
Yeah, for sure. We can do it.
We have,
do it.
we have 7 minutes. Let us all just attack with advantage twice, and then we'll all like smite, and we'll all do our like super strong Power Ranger finisher moves or whatever
Why
we
would you taunt the DM, Shez?
have. I don't know what's good for me.
Alright. So,
What even is that?
say again, say?
It's far too many. Nice bling though.
Let me show you the full piece of art, it's great.
Oh, I want to see.
He's yucky.
Oh, I missed my rogue self.
Oh,
my
Oh,
goodness.
that's
Ugh.
so creepy. I love it and hate it at the same time.
Wait, I'm missing it. Ooh.
Let's
Why
look
is his mouth so big? And where his nose
for-
should
anymore,
be?
but I'm glad I saw it.
So, yes.
Well, he's like a mummy lord, so maybe he was like Voldemort like that before. That's why he didn't have a nose.
True.
Or maybe they put like his nose in like a jar.
And Esmeralda, I think this line that's written on the monster stat thing here comes from like Van Richten's teachings, or sorry, not Van Richten in this world. But yes, you remember your mentor's voice before opening a sarcophagus, Esmeralda. Make sure you light a torch.
But they got my fire on hand.
Who is this guy? X the Mystic. X the Mystic's 7th rule of dungeon survival. I love that. All right. So, you have solved the puzzle. How was that? Was that okay? Because I didn't want it to be. I didn't want it to be just a fight. You know, let's get something else in here.
It was cool. But like,
I liked it. We're just too stupid to look at all the clues. Like,
No, for me, that was the perfect. Right, because you did think about it for a while, and you made a couple of false starts, and then you found out, and without waiting forever and ever. So that's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we got the combination lock element of it, and then we just like tried to run with that, and then like it's not a lock, but like that style still worked out for us. I think that's when the puzzle became entertaining, because puzzles are always annoying until you figure it out, and then it's just like, oh, good.
There's that feel of release.
Yeah, that was balanced. It wasn't like when we were trying to bust in that one machine and we could have no maps. That was rough.
I will say, I think it would have been funnier if Craig had accidentally got one of them and then like messed it up after, but he wasn't waiting long enough for the 4 or 5 seconds to go by, so it would have been impossible.
Yeah. And
you would have been hitting it on the 6, right? Because that's how long a turn is in D&D.
Yeah, around the 6 seconds.
Yeah. So, hats off to the fabulous DM Wally, which he has a fantastic YouTube channel and has lots of traps and interesting things. And he published a book of traps a while ago, which I purchased for myself.
Awesome!
This was a heavily adapted version of one of those traps.
Yes,
very
I
different
love it.
to the book, but there we go. Now, if you enjoyed that and would like to see perhaps some more dungeoneering going on with Bjorn in a different guise,
oh my god, that's happening.
Should stick around for our weekend of birthday celebrations as we hit 2 years on Twitch here, and you can
Happy
join us.
Twitch-iversary.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yes, indeed. This weekend is the 2nd anniversary of QuestJunkiesUK on Twitch, and with a whopping 1,400 followers now, over that now. It's just absolutely incredible. We just thank you so much for this amazing adventure we've been on with all of you. Adventures, plural, I should say. Yes, indeed, Dragon. Now, let us fill you in on just what is going on and what you can enjoy. It's not on this overlay, because I didn't have this one set before. Hang on, quickly grab it for you people to see. But before we jump into the celebrations there, you should join us for... Hang on, is it here? It's supposed to be here. Where are you? Is it here instead? There it is, I found it. You should join us instead for the pre-celebrations that will be taking place in the wonderful world that is... Sorry, 2 seconds. Sorry, the wonderful world that is Prismeer in the Feywild. Oh, speaking of wonderful people that will be celebrating with us this weekend, Corsair's Cove. Hello, sir.
Hey.
How you doing, my friends? Welcome in, Raiders. Hope everyone's doing a wonderful, wonderful time. We have just been fighting against the buffed up mirror image of one of the adventurers, and they were able to successfully defeat that creature and then solve a puzzle, but they have been left with a reduced but still rather dangerous looking mummy lord in Barovia, as they are trying to find the key that will guide them through the mists to the Egyptian-themed domain of dread of Harakir, wherein lies the languishing, imprisoned Lady of the Forest Thane, and hopefully they will be able to return her to her form here in Barovia. And once they have completed all 3, then Barovia itself maybe returns to the material plane from whence it came. Welcome in, I hope you're doing very, very well. Now, Hey, Reed, how you doing? Like all of our birthday celebrants are here. Excellent. Good. Also, Josh, I need you to tell Mother of Bunnies to get into the Discord group and connect with Rakam, the fabulous people over at GM Workshop, and then we can start figuring out just who everyone is going to be in the adventure. Now, my friends, we, as I said, will be playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Japanese time here. Join us for that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. They nearly TPK'd. They've all been captured. They are bound and gagged.
Yeah.
These two are there, bound and gagged in a taxidermy workshop. We're just going to see what happens.
I was like, yeah, woo, come see. Oh, right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
What days is that?
This is just a lovely holiday for you guys.
Tonight.
Welcome to
Good
Barovia
morning.
and the
Yes,
light
yes.
tonight for
place.
us.
Join,
Yes.
yes,
Oh.
indeed. Join Stephanie and Colby and the fabulous DM Charlie, and hopefully Scarlet Song. Although I think the plague has
Yeah.
hit their household.
Oh,
We shall see
no.
how they're doing. I hope they're okay.
Aw.
Yes, we have 6 people. But as you are leaving the Feywild, do stick around and join us later on. Later on Friday for us, very early in the morning on Friday in North America, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, we will be doing the first of our celebrations, which is, sorry, I'm going to hide all of your fine faces for just a moment, excuse me, boop.
Jasper, could you?
We will be doing one of our fabulous one-shot roulette games with the Fabulous Games Tavern. I see them over there in chat. How you doing, Reed, my friend? Yes, the Games Tavern there, aka Warrior Streak, aka Reed will be joining us. And, of course, there's Cove, who just came raiding in, will be joining us there, the fabulous Josh the Parrot, with Patch from QuestJunkiesUK and our very own Swagathy
What a
will
lineup.
be... The randomly generated characters are, as always, a fantastic bunch of characters waiting to see just what lies in wait for them, because I cannot tell you, as it will all be randomly generated at the start of the session. The location, the plot points, all randomly rolled for at the start of the game, and we dive right in. And yes, as Reed has mentioned there, please come in and spin that wheel. Any gifted sub will get you a spin of the wheel of shenanigans. There is advantage, disadvantage, wild magic surges, whoops, all strength, con, charisma, wisdom, maxing out their things to 20, or increasing or decreasing a size category. So please do jump in and see what shenanigans you can bring to the party as they go through that randomly generated adventure, and we see what lies in wait for another one-shot roulette game. That's going to be an absolutely wonderful way to kick off the celebrations. And then the next day for us, but later in the day for people over there in the North Americas, we will be doing a new form of play, a new style, which is our first on the channel here. Let me get my official write-up that I did for the players here. I want to read it for you all because it's fun. Now, 2 seconds. Discord, come to me. So, yes, we are doing a new type of play called Rift Raiders. Rift Raiders. Now, what is that all about, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. There are a certain group of wizards. A group of wizards over on the coast. Wizards of the coast, you might say, who have been messing about with the multiverse. The crystal spheres are shattered and gone. The fiery phlogiston that burned and roiled between them absorbed into the glistening expanse of the astral sea. This has had unforeseen circumstances. Nexus gates have appeared across the multiverse, specific points where realities bleed into each other and worlds collide. Unfortunately, this has messed up the current plans of our adventurers. They have been adventuring together for a while, and they eagerly ventured into the forest nearby when they heard rumors of a dungeon tomb built long ago by an evil sorceress and said to contain both great risks and great rewards. No adventuring party has been able to lay their hands on the ultimate prize, the crown jewels of a long-dead queen. Be it for riches, glory, duty, or some other purpose. Welcome to Rift Raiders.
Oh,
That's so cool.
2 parts of the
really
multiverse
cool.
are bleeding into each other at this Nexus gate. 2 parties on 2 Twitch channels with 2 DMs will be running through one dungeon. And they'll be
Oh.
going through the same dungeon, and we shall see who makes it through fastest. And as
I'm in that.
Yes, you are.
Oh, shit.
As they break through to the end of the dungeon and claim their prize, that channel will raid into the other and claim their place as the reigning Rift Raiders. And we shall see just who can get through the dungeon fastest. Here on QuestJunkiesUK, I will be playing with the dreaded GM, DM Charlie, the Maharishi, and Sabrina from our Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign. Over on GM Workshop, the fabulous Rakam has been very, very helpful and accommodating with this Mad Cat idea, which I just had a few days ago, and has been very, very supportive in getting it all off the ground and helping us. We had a fantastic session yesterday designing the dungeon and all of the things that are lying in wait for our adventurers. And he will be playing with the partner of said Corsair's Cove over there, Mother of Bunnies, and also our own Shez here, Bjorn, in this campaign, as well as Petiola from the GM Workshop community, and that Swagathie again. We just cannot shake him. And
Why would you want to?
Indeed. So please join us for that. If you are able to support either of the channels and get those wild magic surges flying, you can do so and let some shenanigans take over in the game. And we look forward. I put you guys back on camera, so but just so you know, it's like picking your nose there. You can jump in there and cause as much shenanigans as you wish, and we shall see which is the faster team through the dungeon and which raids into the other as we celebrate our birthday in style. And then that'll bring us on to later on Saturday when we're back with our Candlekeep Mysteries crew. And we look forward to seeing you for any and all of those. If you are able to join us for One Shot Roulette or Rift Raiders, you will have the chance to win some swag of your own, but not our swag. He's ours. Get off. No. You will be able to get yourself the chance to win a set of goodies from Phoenix Dice or CCRPG. We have one set from each of those wonderful sponsors for each of the sessions. Phoenix Dice is above and beyond, even more than usual. They are giving one lucky winner in each stream a dice scroll, which is their kind of dice box equivalent, so you can wrap up your dice and take them wherever you need to go, and then it folds out to be a rolling mat for the dice, with 2 sets of dice of your choice from the homepage. Not just one, 2 full sets of dice of your choosing from their homepage. So please jump into that. And the fabulous folks, Christian and everyone at CCRPG, are offering their massive encounter bundle. So much incredible work from their catalogue, all bundled up into one glorious package, heading to some lucky person. Beautiful encounter design, interesting monsters, magical items, beautiful maps to go with it. You do not want to miss this. Use it yourself, drop them in as one-shots, little side encounters into your campaigns. So much incredible stuff in there. So, if you are able to join us for One Shot Roulette or Rift Raiders, you will have the chance to win. If it's the Rift Raiders campaign, make sure you come over to our channel and do the entering to do that. And if you're watching GM Workshop when we draw the winner, do not worry. That will be headed your way on the Twitch Whispers or Discord. If you're not already, do give us a follow so you don't miss any of these goodies that are going on over the weekend. And, of course, our regular campaigns, which are all ramping up rather nicely. And let's think here, the Out of the Abyss crew finally made it back to the surface, but they are going to soon plunge back into the depths to deal with the demons that are rising out of the abyss. Our Rime of the Frostmaiden crew have arrived on the island of the Frostmaiden herself. They're closing in on her castle to defeat the goddess and return the natural seasons to Icewind Dale. Our Candlekeep Mistress crew are delving into the mountains south of Candlekeep, looking for Diaz's hometown and why has it gone silent and mysteriously non-communicative in recent times. And also, our Wild Beyond the Witchlight crew are going through this final part of the Hag's cottage, if they're able to escape being taxidermied into something strange. And imagine, if you will, Colby with Stephanie's arms. No.
No, thank you.
I do love RPing a hag. It's so much fun. You're off. We've got a little bit of you on Colby's. You're muted.
You're muted, Steph, so.
Just the hair on, like, it just stops.
Yes.
It's the only difference.
And you can enjoy any and all of those campaigns as we roll into next week. A massive thank you to our players. Colby and Steph, thank you. Good to have you back. Thank you for jumping in last minute.
Good to be back.
Great to meet you.
Do we have you for a hot minute? Yes?
Yeah, there's gonna be 1 week where we're doing our honeymoon, where I don't want to hear from anybody at all. But other than that, the summer is available.
Yay.
Nice. Now, when you say you don't want to hear from anyone at all, it's except your DM, right?
I just think
Schedule in that little character thing.
Oh no, she's got a mute.
Yes, of course. Have a excessive.
Commit to the bit. I love it.
Yeah, right?
He's coming over here.
Sorry, we're all in the wrong places now, but suck it. Sorry, folks. Blame Steph. Blame Stephanie.
I'm Esmeralda now.
No.
Too good. Not.
I know. Here we go. Let me do this. Okay. So there we go, folks. That is us for today. Please stick around as we head on a raiding with these 52 people. Everyone, please stick for the raid. Let's give someone a wonderful surprise as we go raiding in. Who is on at the moment? Okay, let's see here. None of our stream team are live, so I know what we could do. Some of you will remember the wonderful Vicky, who used to work for Sirenscape and is now looking forward to things. Hey, Debbie Snacks. That's a good name. Welcome in. They are going to be joining us for the High Seas, our summer campaign this year of pirate shenanigans. So, those of you who were with us in Out of the Abyss earlier... no.
Oh, damn it. I love pirates.
Sorry, dude. Not that one, I'm afraid. So
I want to be the pirate king.
Let us all dive on over to Vicky's channel and see what she's up to. Everyone, let her know you came from us, and let yourself get some of those tasty dream pies so you can help out our adventurers in the future. Right, so let us head on over there, and thank you all. That's right, yes, girls, that game Vicky, that's the one, Dragon at Rest. And we shall see just what is happening with Vicky there. Okay, folks, please do stick around for that raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But, as we like to say around these parts, till next time, which is in a few short hours with these lovely people here. As we like to say around these parts, oyasumi nasai.
Oyasumi nasai.
Oyasumi.
Good night.